Hello! Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Kensington Expert Mouse Optical Trackball. This particular trackball is towards the higher end of the trackballs offered by Kensington and retails for approximately $99 on their website. However, you can find it on retailers such as Amazon for as low as $77. This particular trackball features a 55mm ball as well as 4 software programmable buttons which can be set for left click, right click, double click, etc. And unique to this trackball is the scroll ring around the ball, which functions similar to the scroll wheel on a mouse. This particular model from Kensington also comes with a detachable wrist rest, which provides more support for your wrist, allowing you to maintain that neutral wrist posture, which reduces strain. Trackballs are often popular with people with wrist-related issues such as repetitive strain injury or carpal tunnel. So let's open it up and take a look. So I have my knife here, and I'm going to open up the packaging. So inside the box, you'll find that the trackball comes with no software. It's simply just some manuals. You can download the driver that allows you to customize the buttons on their website. It comes nicely packaged in this case here. You can see the trackball. The ball itself is actually quite nice. Just a little bit of weight to it. They provide a little bit of padding to provide some protection for the sensors in there. You can see that there's 3 pivot points that the ball rests on. The ball itself is supposedly the same size as a standard billiard ball. However, it definitely weighs less. So I'm going to take it out and hook it up to the computer, and we'll try it out. Okay, so before I plug it in and try it out and test it and do a review, I noticed that the scroll ring itself was kind of a little stiff, a little jittery, and so I thought, in the spirit of Dave Jones, don't turn it on, take it apart. So I'm going to open it up and take a look at what's inside and see if maybe there's anything that's preventing this from spinning freely. I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds like it's rubbing on something. So we'll take a look inside. There's 2 screws in here, but they are not holding the base on. There's actually 4 screws under each of the rubber pads. So I'm just going to pry them back just a little bit to get at the screws so that I can take the screws out. Okay, so I took the pads off and removed all of the screws. The pads themselves actually came off quite easily. I had them sitting over here, and there's 4 screws. They're all Phillips. And now we'll open up the case and see what's inside. So the front mold plate, the front plate seems to just lift straight off, and I'll just set that there, and there we go. So there it is in all its glory. Doesn't look like there's too much inside. A lot of actually empty space, but I mean, you need the extra space to give you that ergonomic design. Circuit board there, 1, 2, 4, 3, new energy. Optical sensor there. A little bit of circuitry under there. So, yeah, I'm going to see if I can maybe unscrew these buttons here and take a closer look at the scroll wheel. Okay, so there's 3 screws on each side, and I undid the 3 screws, and then the button plate just lifts right out. And so I've taken out both plates, and you can see the scroll wheel is now more exposed. It's a little bit freer to move around, so I'm curious what in particular it was rubbing on. It looks like it cuts pretty close to the circuit board down at the bottom. but we'll have to take a look. I also took the 2 screws in here out. They're a little bit larger, Phillips style, and then I'm going to see if we can lift off this whole assembly here. The seems to sort of just lift out, and there we go. So we can see that the optical sensor is down there, and it seems to be there we go. There's actually a magnet there, and so that's the bottom of the base for the ball, and I'll just set that over there. The scroll wheels on there, and we can take a better look at what we have down here. So we have the control circuitry for the optical sensor, revision 0, and we've got the micro switches for the 2 buttons. This is a little daughter board that is connected with a jumper onto here. We've got the USB coming in there. The optical sensor is on a separate board that's raised up a little bit. Microcontroller looks like a Cypress semiconductor. See if I can get a better shot. The camera won't focus on it too well, but I'll see if I can write down the model number for the chip in the comments. So yeah, so that's it. I think this this piece here is slightly magnetic. It seemed to be sticking to the bottom of the cup when I took it out. So I'm gonna take a closer look at this scroll wheel and see if there's anything innate in it that is rubbing against it, to see if it's causing the stiffness. So we'll take a look. Okay, so I was taking a closer look at this, and this is kind of all one piece of plastic that's all snapped together. The actual scroll wheel itself is on top, and it's actually the cup part that rotates. Let's see if I can get in and get a closer shot. There's actually small little ball bearings, little plastic ball bearings that this thing rides on, and it causes it to rotate. When it's sitting freely like this, it doesn't seem to have much resistance, so I'm not entirely sure what was causing that stiffness. The other thing I noticed as well when I took it out is that the actual scroll wheel itself, there's infrared or optical sensor here, and it sends a beam which is broken by this perforated edge on the bottom of the wheel, and that's how it detects the scrolling motion. So I'm going to assemble it and put it back together and see if it's still stiff. But that's basically it. There's really not much to it. It does look like it's quite well designed, and it's very easy to take apart and clean if necessary. It does look pretty rugged and robust. The plastic is definitely quite sturdy and durable, so I can see why they are able to offer the 5-year warranty on this particular trackball. It definitely looks like it would stand up to several years of abuse. So I'm just going to put it back together now. Okay, so I've reassembled the trackball. I put the buttons back on and put the case back on, and I also put the screws back in the bottom, and I put the rubber feet back on. Unfortunately, I couldn't see anything that I could do with the scroll wheel. It looks like it's just the design of how the cup piece kind of snaps together with the ball bearings. Maybe if I had some special lubricant for plastic on plastic that wouldn't drip into the circuitry, I could put a little bit on the ball bearings to kind of smooth them out, but otherwise it's not too bad. I think it's just how it's made, but other than that, so far it seems quite nice. The ball itself was a little stiff to move at first, and I cleaned off the little ball bearings in the cup, and they seem to be working quite nicely now. It definitely moves quite nice and smooth. The buttons definitely do not take very much force to press and are very nice position there, very easy for clicking the mouse. So now I'm just going to hook it up to the computer and install their software and give it a go. Okay, so I've got their software installed and set up on the computer here, and I just opened up Chrome. So we'll try it out. I'll just move this up so you can see. So the sensitivity on the mouse is actually quite nice. I haven't changed any of the settings in the Windows control panel, so we can take a look. But just kind of give you an idea of the sensitivity. If I place my fingertip at the very left side of the ball and move it all the way over to the right, it moves almost all the way over to the other side of the screen. And for this particular monitor, it's set to 1600 by 900, so that's pretty good. I imagine I could probably change the settings and play around with that, but the trackball software I've installed here, I'll open it up to show you. So this is the trackball software, and yeah,